First Education Minister MC Stagla, on behalf of India, went to United Nations. He says, I am closing. He says,
Chinta Anuradha, no.
Sir, I am closing it, sir.
No.
Sir, for.
Srimati Chinta Anuradha, no.
Thank you, Speaker, sir.
No. आप रुक जाए, मंत्री जी जवाब दे देंगे. नो, श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा, नो. श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा का रिकॉर्ड में होगा बस. नो कंक्लूड श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा.
Thank you, Speaker, sir.
आसन में जो कह दिया. चलिए आज श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा. नो वन सेंटेंस श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा. नो. ए राजा जी.
सर.
मैं माननीय सदस्यों से आग्रह करता हूं. मैं माननीय सदस्यों से आग्रह करता हूं. उनका कोई रिपोर्ट भी नहीं जा रहा.
मिस्टर स्पीकर,
मैं माननीय सदस्यों से एक मिनट प्लीज माननीय सदस्यों से आग्रह करता हूं. हम जिस विषय पर हम ये बिल ला रहे हैं उस विषय पर चर्चा करें. ये भारत की संसद में हम अगर इतिहास और उन पर चर्चा करने लगेंगे तो उचित नहीं है. कि सबको जो आपस में जवाब देना पड़ता है. आप इस संबंधित बिल पे बात करें. आप उनकी पेरी मत करो. आपको मैंने बोला ए राजा जी, मैंने पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर नहीं दिया उनको आपको बोलने के लिए.
मिस्टर स्पीकर सर, थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग मी.
आप बड़े सीनियर हैं. पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर विधेयक के बीच में पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर नहीं आता है. ए राजा जी.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for giving this opportunity to comment upon the two bills on Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, in 2019, Article 370 was abrogated. A lengthy argument was placed before this House on both sides. In consequent to the Article 370 abrogation, these bills are being piloted by the Honorable Home Minister, before this House. Sir, all these subsequent bills which are being passed in the Parliament are subject to the if and buts. If this is happened, then this will be the situation. If this is happened, then this will be some hypothetical measures. But in positive sense, it has to be discussed in the House. Sir, having heard the long argument both in the 370 and two bills which were passed in this House, and of course two bills passed in the other House, I personally hear the argument of the Honorable Home Minister, and heat discussions took place either this House or that House. Before beginning my argument, my only humble prayer is, the Honorable Home Minister spoke much about the history on Jammu Kashmir, how 370 came into existence, how it was looked by either parties, and how these bills are being essentially placed before this House. Sir, my humble request before opening my argument is, let us have the discussion on Jammu and Kashmir with the evidence, convincing evidence, certainly not by emotions. Lot of things have spoken in the both House. Now ultimately, whatever be the decision or whatever be the party line we took earlier, before the Supreme Court judgment, is altogether different. Right or wrong, Supreme Court judgment came into existence. Of course, the judgment which was given by the Upper Court not only give a political encouragement to the ruling party, but a judicial endorsement for the act that was brought and passed in this House, abrogating 370. Sir, I do not want to comment the judgment of the Supreme Court. Whatever be the judgment passed of the Supreme Court is the land of the law of the land. But remember, with the due respect to the Supreme Court and this Honorable House, the words which are often used by the Justice Krishna here, quoting the Anglo-Saxon jurisprudence, we are Supreme Court judges sitting here, I quote, we are final. That does not mean we are infallible, unquote. This should be kept in your mind when the healthy discussion is taking place in this House. Sir, as my senior member, with the humor he spoke something, but he mentioned one point. When the article, Amendment 42nd amendment was brought to his house, the then Congress government did a mistake that the parliament is having omnipotent power that cannot be questioned by the judiciary. That was struck down by the subsequent government. I am afraid such a situation should not prevail again by virtue of this Supreme Court. Sir, what is missing in the judgment is nothing. Sir, I am not yielding. I will come to later. I am not, sir. I am not yielding. Please, let us have healthy discussion.
You continue.
Please come to later.
No, I'm just making a point here. It was not only struck down, it was brought back. There was 45, 46 amendments subsequently, which the Janata Party government headed by Morarji brought to reverse that.
Yes.
So the amendment brought by one parliament was reversed by the next parliament.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is not that the courts struck it and so it
No,
happened.
it has been reversed. The apprehension in the mind of the people is
Parliament has done it.
No, it should not come into existence of 42 again.
Yeah. So the parliament
Hear me finally give your answer.
So
No problem.
same way here also.
Hear me, no problem. No, my only apprehension is, it is correct, 42 that has been taken away. By virtue of the Supreme Court judgment, the learned advocates are discussing that again 42 may come. That should not happen further. That's all. That is my prayer. Sir, we respect the judgment of the Supreme Court. But what we are missing is historical obligations owned and promises made by the constitutional functionaries when the Article 370 was enacted in this parliament, and before that, although the conversation between the Kashmir and the government of India, such a promises and historical obligations were taken. Now they are hanging in the air. Sir, of course, one thing is something solace, that the Solicitor General before the Supreme Court gave a categorical assurance that the statehood will be revived as soon as possible and the election will be held in time. Sir, I am very happy, along with the other members, by virtue of the Supreme Court, that the sovereign power of this government has been assimilated to the sovereign power of the Kashmir that has been assimilated to the sovereign power of India. Sovereign power, okay. But what about the federalism and democratic values? The questions still hanging in the air. Sir, placing this small introduction, I am coming few quotes, nothing in my mind, because we have to correct the history. Today, all newspapers carries the article of Prime Minister, where Prime Minister says, I quote, I belong to the ideological framework where Jammu and Kashmir was not merely a political issue, but it was about addressing the aspiration of the society, unquote. I am not able to understand the observation made by the Prime Minister. Ideological framework where JKN was not merely a political issue, but it was about addressing the aspirations of which society? That is the question. The aspiration of the society must be addressed properly. This is the key words started from 1946 and 47. Whether the consensus of the Jammu and Kashmir, political will of the people of the Jammu and Kashmir have been taken into consideration by us. That was not prevailing that time, admittedly. Sir, I am relying upon the Prime Minister's book, first Prime Minister of Kashmir. The title is Looking Back. The Prime Minister was Mahajan. Yes. Mahajan. Yes, Mahajan. The allegation that has been, sir, whatever be, we want to correct the history, we have to let it be correct. The only thing is we should not wrongly understood the history and wrongly propagate the history. Interpreting the history. Sir.
माननीय सदस्य
Sir,
विधेयक
I am coming, sir. Sir, very important point. I am a healthy man going to discuss. Sir, what happened? Now the accusation that has been made frequently, that had it been Jammu Kashmir issue, had it been taken by the Sardar Patel instead of Nehru, the decision and the results should have been impeccable. I am coming to that. I want to show Sardar Patel was part and parcel of the all decisions taken by the cabinet headed by Jawaharlal Nehru. That's all. I am not shifting the burden to anybody. For that I am quoting few lines. Sir, looking back, the Prime Minister of Kashmir says, on the midnight of 10th October 1947, when I had retired to bed, an urgent telephone call came from Sardar Patel asking me why I was not proceeding to Srinagar and telling me that I should do so at once. I told him that I had received no orders from the governor either about my leave or about my permission to serve elsewhere. It seems that Sardar Patel immediately rang up the governor, asking him grant me leave and permission to elsewhere. Sardar Patel again rang me up at about 1 a.m. in the morning, asking me to come immediately to Delhi in the plan of Lady Mountbatten, who was in Amritsar that day. No. So,
होगी ना 370
no.
पर डिबेट होगी,
Sir, no, sir. First Prime Minister was Srinagar, deputed for this purpose, was called by Sardar Patel, not by Jawaharlal Nehru. Ultimately, Prime Minister went to there, and the discussion took place between Sardar Patel, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, and Lord Mountbatten. Thereafter, what happened?
Okay.
Sir.
Okay.
It's history, sir. What can? Sir, this decision was.
श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा क्या है भाई?
Sir.
कोई विशेष कोई इतिहास पर डिबेट हो रही है क्या यहाँ पे?
Sir, Home Minister spoke much. Please give me the.
वो आप बोलेंगे तो जवाब देंगे आप.
Sir, then the Prime Minister asked for troops for Kashmir, which was sent by Patel and the Nehru. At the same evening, sir, 3 minutes. Same evening. Sir,
Just second.
Mantriji, don't take my time, please.
निशिकांत जी बोल रहे हैं, क्या बोल रहे
Don't take my please. Sir.
एक मिनट के बाद में.
Let us have a healthy discussion. I am not accusing anything. I am not accusing anything. I will have a good prayer for them. Sir, at the same evening, Prime Minister requested troops must be given to the Jammu and Kashmir. Patel gave it. Nehru gave it. On the same day, the Cabinet Committee approved that it was agreed that when the accession was accepted, this should be subject to the proviso that a plebiscite would be held in the Kashmir when the law and order situation is allowed. Then it was approved that the troops should go. Ultimately it went. We got the Jammu and Kashmir. Thereafter, it was, assurance was given to the United Nations, assurance given to the Parliament, assurance given to the people that plebiscite will be conducted. The will of the people of Jammu and Kashmir will be taken into consideration to scrap the 370. Sir, this is, sir, please.
No,
this is 1947. What happened? Sir, what happened in 1953? 1953, sir, very important. In 1953, what happened?
No.
Sir.
Clear, no.
No, sir, I'm giving, sir, Nehru says, sir, the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
अनुराधा.
Sir.
No. आप तो संविधान पे डिबेट कर रहे हैं. आप बिल पर डिबेट करें ना. महिला आरक्षण पर आपका पक्ष है, खिलाफ है, ये बोलिए आप. आप तो इतिहास पर डिबेट कर रहे हैं. नो, मालूम जी गलत तरीका. आप मुझे सपोर्ट करना हो तो भी नहीं बोलने दूंगा. मैं थोड़ी कहूंगा आप खिलाफ मत बोलो या सपोर्ट मत बोलो. ये आपका अधिकार है. किस पे बोल रहे हैं?
1953, 29 June, Nehru writes that the position now is that if there was a plebiscite, a great majority of Muslims in Kashmir would go against it. They want to go to Pakistan, for which I want to postpone the plebiscite. This is Nehru, 1953. Sir, 1964 in the United Nations, the first education minister, M.C. Chagla, on behalf of India, went to United Nations. He says, I am closing. He says,
श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा, नो.
Sir, I am closing it, sir.
No.
Sir,
श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा, नो.
Thank you, Speaker, sir.
नो. आप रुक जाए, मंत्री जी जवाब दे देंगे. नो. श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा, नो. श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा का रिकॉर्ड में होगा बस. नो. कंक्लूड श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा.
Thank you, Speaker, sir.
आसन में जो कह दिया. चलिए आज श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा. नो वन सेंटेंस श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा. नो. श्रीमती चिंता अनुराधा नहीं बोलना चाहती हैं.
Thank you, Speaker, sir, for giving me the opportunity